Join me as I take on the challenge of becoming a high achiever in just 90 days. Let's see if I can actually pull it off. Becoming a high achiever is something that many of us strive for, but few actually achieve. We all want to be successful. We all want to reach our goals and live the life we dream of. But the question is, how do we get there? How do we become one of those high achievers who seem to effortlessly reach their goals and live a life of purpose and fulfillment? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not magic, it's not luck, and it's definitely not something that only a select few are born with. It's a mindset, it's a set of habits, and it's a willingness to put in the work. So many of us struggle to reach our goals because we lack motivation. We start strong, we're pumped up and ready to take on the world, but after a few days or weeks, that motivation starts to dwindle. We get back to our old habits, we lose focus, and before we know it, we're right back where we started. Others struggle with poor time management. They have the best intentions. They know what they need to do, but somehow they just can't seem to find the time to do it. They get caught up in social media, they get caught up in TV, they get caught up in all the other distractions that life has to offer. And then there are those who struggle with self-doubt. They question their abilities, they question their worth, and they question whether or not they're even good enough to achieve their goals. But despite all these struggles, people still manage to reach their goals. They still manage to become high achievers. And that's because they've figured out the secret to overcoming these obstacles. They've figured out how to stay motivated, how to manage their time effectively, and how to silence that voice of self-doubt. And today I want to share some of those secrets with you. The first thing you need to do is set specific goals. Don't just say, I want to be successful, or I want to be a high achiever. What does that even mean? What does success look like to you? What does being a high achiever mean to you? Get specific, get clear, and get detailed. What is it that you want to achieve? And by when do you want to achieve it? Once you have your goals, it's time to develop daily habits that will help you reach them. What are some things you can do every single day to get closer to your goals? Is it waking up at 5 a.m. to work on your project? Is it dedicating an hour each day to learning a new skill? Whatever it is, make it a habit. Make it a part of your daily routine. Another mindset shift you need to make is to focus on progress, not perfection. So many of us get caught up in trying to be perfect, trying to do everything just right. But the thing is, perfection is unattainable. There's no such thing as perfect. What you need to focus on is progress. What can you do today to move closer to your goal? What can you do this week to move closer to your goal? Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about not being perfect. Just focus on moving forward. And finally, you need to start taking action. You need to stop waiting for the perfect moment. You need to stop waiting for everything to be just right. You need to take action. You need to start moving. And you need to start taking massive action towards your goals. The most effective technique that I've found to accelerate my journey to becoming a high achiever is to create an accountability system. This could be an accountability partner, it could be a coach, or it could be a community of like-minded individuals who are also working towards their goals. Whatever it is, make sure it's someone or something that will push you to be your best self, that will push you to take action, and that will push you to stay focused on your goals. Another technique that's been game-changing for me is to create a morning routine that sets me up for success. This could be as simple as waking up 15 minutes earlier each day to meditate. Or it could be as intense as waking up at 4 a.m. to work on your project. Whatever it is, make it a routine, make it a habit, and make it a part of your daily life. The breakthrough moment that has significantly accelerated my journey to becoming a high achiever is realizing that it's not about being perfect, it's not about being the best, and it's not about achieving some arbitrary standard of success. It's about living a life of purpose. It's about living a life of fulfillment. And it's about living a life that's true to who you are. When you focus on living a life that's true to who you are, you'll find that the goals, the achievements, and the success will follow naturally. And finally, the most important thing I've learned on my journey to becoming a high achiever is that it's not a destination, it's a journey. It's not something you achieve and then you're done. It's something you need to work on every single day. So to recap, becoming a high achiever in 90 days requires commitment. It requires consistency, and it requires a willingness to put in the work. It requires setting specific goals, developing daily habits, focusing on progress, not perfection. and taking massive action towards your goals. It requires creating an accountability system, creating a morning routine that sets you up for success, and having a breakthrough moment that shifts your mindset. If you're committed to becoming a high achiever in the next 90 days, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below telling me what your goals are, what you're committed to achieving, and what you're willing to do to make it happen. And if you want to stay up to date with more tips and strategies on achieving success, make sure to subscribe to my channel.